Okay, I'm going to be trying a beer from the Summer Wine Brewery. I think the only one I've ever done of theirs is their Diablo IPA, which was really nice. It had a really sort of powerful, dry bitterness to it, which was quite surprising because I've done it way back at the beginning of my reviews, and I wasn't really familiar with highly hopped IPAs, so as you can imagine, it sort of blew my head off a bit. But it's a really nice beer. Anyway, Ale Cellar are starting to do their range, and I've picked up their Bravura, which is their Pale Ale, and it comes in at 5.5%. Lovely labels, very recognisable. Right, let's see if there's a bit of info on here for you. It says, you have in your possession some evolutionary craft beer from Yorkshire. So this is where you're probably looking for tasting notes. However, taste is subjective, so we don't tell you what this beer should taste like. Unfiltered, unpasteurised, unadulterated, uncompromising. Okay. 5.5%. Good stuff. Okay, the weather's starting to get a little bit warmer now, so it's just a sort of right time for to start getting into some of these beers. As you can see, it's a lovely light sort of orangey golden colour, almost like a glass of Lucozade or something like that. You've got a tiny white head. It's not a massive head, but there's some really very gentle carbonation sort of coming up. You can just about see it sort of clinging onto the glass. So let's give it a bit of a nose and see what we get. Oh, that smells beautiful. It smells like maybe Citra or maybe Nelson Sauvin or something like that. You're getting that really fresh, zesty grapefruit and lime. It's not powerful, like punching in your nose, but it's very clean and zesty and fragrant. Almost getting a very slight chicory sort of smell as well. It's really faint, but sort of combined with those zesty fruits. Yeah, it's definitely there, but it smells just like a really nice, zesty pale ale. Let's give it a go. Cheers. Oh, that's nice. That is really tasty for a pale ale. Right, okay. Yeah, I can see. I can remember what the Diablo tasted like back then, and it's almost like a toned down version of that. You're getting some really sort of big, hoppy, powerful notes on this as well. Nice sort of drying bitterness at the beginning, combined with that soft grapefruit and lime. It's almost instantaneous, the drying bitterness. It sort of hits your tongue with the sweetness, and then fades slightly into a nice sort of crisp, excuse me, quite a crisp light body, and then this bitterness starts to creep back up again, which is why when I first took my initial taste, I sort of paused for a bit because it was creeping up and creeping up and creeping up, and I wanted to see how far it got. And it's a nice level. It's not too over the top. It's not as powerful as the Diablo, obviously not, because that's an IPA, and this is just a pale ale. But it's really, really tasty. If you like your hoppy beers, you'll love this. Really gentle carbonation as well. I'd love to know what hops they use. now that I've tasted it, I'm probably going to not say it's Citra, because all the Citra beers I've had tend to be really sort of fruity. This one tends to focus a bit more on dry and bitterness, which I absolutely love anyway. And you know, it's 5.5%. It's not a massive ABV. It's pretty big, and it's got some lovely, powerful, drying hops, and I love it. It's really nice. Definitely buy this again. I'll probably session this one. This would definitely be a session pale ale for me, because I just love that flavour. It's gorgeous, beautiful stuff. 9 out of 10. Summer Wine Brewery, Bravura. Get it. Really, seriously, give it a go. They're not very expensive either, and like I said, Alseller have got them. So there's no excuse really. Get out there and buy one. I've got another one of their beers to try later as well, so I'm looking forward to that. So until then, guys, thank you very much, and I'll see you again soon for another Viking review. Cheers!